The Ed, welcome back to the Sports Contraption. How say you, sir?
I say you in Pittsburgh.
That's exactly right, the Ed. When are we going to get together for that barbecue already?
I don't know. It's not nice enough this week.
What are you talking about? It couldn't be nicer. It's 80 degrees and sunny outside.
Got to get to be 100.
Oh, the Ed. Oh, because you're from Vegas. That's what you're accustomed to, right? Yeah. So it still isn't hot enough out here for you, huh?
It ain't hot. It ain't hot yet. It's hot, but it ain't real super duper hot like a dog when it gets hot.
I guess I understand what you mean. Yeah, it'll get more humid, though. Don't worry. Sit tight then, the Ed. If you want to wait a couple of weeks or whatever, we can hold off on it. Hey, the Ed, are you going to be watching or are you going to go out to the U.S. Open at all?
Do I what?
Are you going to watch the U.S. Open, the golf tournament?
Of course not. Why would I watch something silly like that?
Oh, you don't care for golf?
Golf is all right, but since Tiger Woods done came on, it ain't no use playing no more.
Oh, I see. I was curious to think about that.
Told you.
It's not that that's why you should root for Tiger or anything, but you're a black man. So do you feel a sense of pride that a black man is maybe the greatest player in the history of a traditionally white man's sport?
Yeah, he done tipped over the apple truck.
Tipped over an apple truck.
And it made it that it's his game and no one else can do it.
I see. Hey, the Ed, so I got to take issue with you. I'm sorry to do this. But last Friday night, you came on the show, and you said, I've been wrong about the first two legs of the Triple Crown, but I know who's going to win the third leg, and it's going to be Wild and Crazy Guys, 20-1. You bet $20 on it. I bet $500 on it, and now you owe me $500 as far as I see it, because he didn't win.
I didn't tell you to bet that. I said bet rags to riches.
That's a lie, the Ed. That's a lie. You said Wild and Crazy Guy.
No, I don't think you told me that.
What do you mean didn't tell you? You told me. What are you talking about?
I've been on rags to riches.
Well, guess what? Riches. You owe me $500 if you're Riches now.
I owe you $500.
That's exactly right. You told me this was going to win, and I have a tape. I could get a tape and prove it to you if you force me to.
You'll have to do that because I don't know what you're talking about.
You came on the show on Friday night. I said, who do you think's going to win the Belmont on Saturday, tomorrow, the Ed? And you said, I've been wrong with the first two. But this time...
I was wrong the first two, but I was right on this one, right on the money.
No, you said...
Everybody, remember, because I said once I win, everybody give me $1.
I do remember that. That's how you finished it off. You said everybody who hears my prediction here owes me $1 if he wins. Well, he didn't win. And by the way, I'll have you know that I'm sure I don't need to tell you this because now you're changing your story. Rags to Riches, I'll have you know, is a female horse.
Yeah, I know. He's a good one, too.
Well, you keep calling her he, but it's a she, the Ed.
Listen, sometimes I get the horses right, sometimes I don't. But if I get them right, they're going to be right. And if I don't get them right, that means it's going to be wrong.
Yeah, but you were wrong this time. You came on the show and you said 20-1, Wild and Crazy Guy is going to be the winner.
Yeah, the odds went down. I changed my pick.
Oh, well, so now you admit it, though. In the meantime, you didn't call me and tell me that, and in the meantime, now I'm out $500.
No, I think I told Popeye.
Popeye, did the Ed tell you that he changed his pick?
How would he? I wasn't here all week. He doesn't have my personal number.
He got me on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, the Ed. I don't appreciate you coming on the show.
I don't want to be called out like that. You don't do that to me. Let me tell you. Listen.
Call you out? I didn't call you out. You came on the show and you made your prediction. You were wrong, and now you owe me $500.
Well, who in the world would bet 2 months' salary on a race?
Well, you're right. Listen, maybe I have a problem, but we're not talking about me right now. We're talking about you and your bad picks. Now, that cost me a lot of money.
Okay, well, listen, I'm going to give you another pick, and you need to take $1,000 and bet it on this one.
Let's hear
it. And you'll get your money back, and you won't lose it. Bet
all right.
Listen. When the Pirates play next, you bet on them.
Next
They're
year?
playing, no, when they play the next game. They don't play today, I don't think.
No, they play tomorrow
They
night
play
against the Texas Rangers.
They play Texas Rangers.
Right.
You bet on the Pirates. You put $1,000 on the Pirates. Let me have Jerry call you. He takes bets. Okay? Now listen, I'm gonna tell Jerry to call you on the show and say, "Look, I want to make a bet on the Pirates," and then he'll say, "How much you want to bet?" You say, "I want to bet $1,000." He'll say, "I'll take it."
That's how the call will go. Well, yeah, it's Zach Duke. He hasn't been very good. Why do you think Zach Duke is going to beat as bad as the Texas Rangers are? Why do you think Zach Duke is going to be able to beat anybody tomorrow?
Well, he was a good ball pitcher last year, and he's a good kid. He just got on a bad team. If they traded him to the Yankees or the Red Sox, he'd be all-star.
He'd be an all-star. Well, he's been the worst pitcher in the National League this season.
That's all right. Roger Clemens was on the Astros last year.
Yeah, and he pitched well for them. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, if he was on a good team, he'd be a gooder pitcher.
Well, I'll tell you, the only thing that is in the Pirates' favor is that...
Listen, you're only as good as your record.
Well, that's why I'm picking against Zach Duke in most cases. The one thing you have in your favor, though, is that the Rangers are terrible, and as a matter of fact, they have a pitcher, one of the few pitchers in the big leagues who's been worse than Duke has, Kevin Miller.
Is the game in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, do you want to go? Maybe you and I could go, and if my $1,000 bet doesn't come through, maybe you could pay me right after the game.
Well, I'd rather not sit with you.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, if you're going to threaten me.
I'm not threatening you. I'm not threatening you at all. I'm just saying that, you keep having me bet this money, and then I lose, and I'm out the money, and I've got a little baby to take care of.
Well, I had a little baby till you guys told on me.
I didn't tell on you, and Popeye says he didn't tell on you either. He promises he didn't tell. I asked him off the air. I said, listen, no one's listening. It's just you and me on the phone. Just tell me the truth. Did you tell on the Ed? And he said he had no idea. He never placed a call. He has no idea what your address is or anything. So he couldn't have ratted you out to child services with the baby.
Well, listen, okay, if you lose that bet, I'll give you $1,000.
Is that true? You really will? You're a stand-up guy, the Ed. I appreciate that.
I'm sitting down right now, but I'll do it. Now, listen, but it'll take me a minute to pay you, though, so don't get excited.
What does that mean, a minute to pay me?
If I lose, this is how I pay all my bets off.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had one guy, I lost $40 to him. I gave him $1 a day for the next 40 days.
Well, that's going to take an awfully long time if we use that system for you to pay me the $1,000 back.
It ain't that long. It's only 1,000 days.
Well, what is that? That's like 2.5 years.
I don't know what it is, but it's not very long. It goes just by like that. You snap your finger, it's there.
All right. Now, anyway, the Ed. So no update on the baby, no progress, and maybe you getting to adopt her or whatever.
I ain't heard them people. See, they tricked me. They called me, and then they.
We're losing the Ed there. You still there, the Ed?
I'm right here.
All right. You broke up there for a second. All right. Where
you guys need to pay your phone bill.
Well, it's not our phone, the Ed. Are you up in Mount Washington or something? Maybe that's why we're losing reception with you.
I don't know where I'm at. I'm at home.
Oh, you're at home. Where you live in downtown or what?
I live over by Denny's.
Oh.
The restaurant Denny's.
Sure, I know it.
And a little convenience store right around there.
Oh, the 7-Eleven. Is that where you met your girlfriend?
Well, it ain't called 7-Eleven though. It's called something else. I don't know what the name was. It ain't like a regular high class one.
Mm-hmm. What about how are things going with your girlfriend there? You're 54 and she's 27. I'm very impressed by that, at least. How's everything going with that?
She stayed 2 nights this weekend.
Terrific. And
yep.
Were you together? Did you lay down together?
Yeah, she slept with me. She don't sleep with my son because he sleep in a different room.
No, but I mean, were you together, like in the biblical sense? Did you take your clothes off and lay on top of each other?
You talking nasty.
Well, I don't mean to.
What I did, I took it to her.
Wow.
I took it to her like they call it going to the hole, like basketball.
I know what you're talking about. Now, you know how to love a woman the right way, the Ed?
Huh?
You know how to love a woman, I'm asking you. The right way.
Yeah, I love her. I don't tell her I love her because if you tell them you love them, then you lost the game.
Right. Well, the Ed, what is there any advice? I mean, I don't know if anybody should take your gambling advice. Let's play it by ear. We'll see how the Pirates do tomorrow. You think they should definitely beat Texas tomorrow. We'll see about that. I don't want to advocate anybody out there betting on your advice because you haven't been very successful so far in the show. But clearly, with your 5 sons and the way you pick up younger women all the time, do you have any advice for any of our listeners out there on how to love a woman the right way?
Well,
wow.
There it is.
The Ed, he hung up?
Yeah, we lost him.
Wow, he got upset or something. I don't know what happened there. I feel bad about that. Must have gotten angry, I guess. Anyway,